I toss a mango into the air, settle it on my instep, and start juggling. Dad couldn't afford a real football. This lumpy, battered piece of fruit was my entire world. Friends stuffed socks into old shirts and kneaded them into a ball. Dust rose through the alley. That bundle of rags danced back and forth at our feet. That was the top league of the slums. One day I climbed up to the rooftop and pressed my ear against the tiles, just to listen to a World Cup final. But Brazil lost. I broke down and cried. Looking at my father's face, just as crushed as mine, I clenched my fist and made a vow. I would bring Brazil the championship. The next day, I took my teammates to a match. We had no boots. Our jerseys were strips of cloth cut from bed sheets. When we walked onto the pitch, laughter erupted from the stands. One chubby friend had found a few pairs of thrown away old shoes, but they were absurdly large. We stumbled as we ran, falling over and over again. By halftime alone, we had already let in 4 goals. The opponents stopped the ball and pointed their fingers right at us. I was about to charge forward when I turned and met my father's calm eyes in the stands. My pounding heart skipped a beat. I bent down and yanked off those heavy, ill-fitting shoes. My bare feet pressed into the soft grass. In that moment, the weight was gone. It was as if I could hear the samba drifting from the alley. My feet moved like they were dancing, juggling the ball in rhythm. The ball felt like it grew from my instep. I weaved past every defender and slotted it into the net. Seeing that, my teammates kicked off their shoes one by one. I dribbled my way through the opposition and kept finding the goal. We still lost in the end, but the roaring applause as we walked off the pitch crashed over us like waves. A scout pressed his card into my father's hand. 3 years later, I joined Santos Football Club, but the air there felt frozen. The coach held up his tactics board, shouting at every instinctive move I made, ordering me to run like a machine. My ankles lost their flow. Every touch felt stiff. 6 months, not a single goal. That night, I packed my bags and headed for the train station. Every step landed in the shadow of defeat. Then the scout caught up to me and clapped a firm hand on my shoulder. Courage is the hymn of mankind. Embrace who you truly are. I carried those words back to the team. This time, I shut out the coach's shouts from the sideline. All I could hear was the wind and the ball rolling across the ground. A sharp stop, a change of direction past the defender. 2 men pressing in on both sides. I flicked the ball up gently, then leaped into the air and sent a stunning bicycle kick into the net. My first professional goal. In that moment, I breathed in a lungful of fresh air. The legs that had been stiff for 6 months finally found their old rhythm. The ball felt like it grew from my foot again. Even that stubborn coach had to put down his tactics board. From then on, every time my foot touched the ball, the samba beat of Brazil rang out across the green pitch. At 17, I stepped onto the World Cup stage. That perfectly cut grass showed the world the breathtaking beauty of Brazilian samba football. I scored 6 goals and helped Brazil lift that golden cup. In that moment, a legend was born.